Hello children, let us start with the new chapter, that is electrolysis. Now what is electrolysis? Simply in the introduction we can say it is bringing about a change in a substance by passing electricity. Bringing about any change in a substance by passing electricity, that is electrolysis. As electrolysis, word is divided into two, electro and lysis. Electro means flow of electrons, and that is electricity. Flow of electron, that is electricity. And separating means separation of a substance by the flow of electrons by passing electricity. Now you must have done conductors in your junior classes. Conductors. What are conductors? They are the substances which allow electricity to pass through them. As all metals, they are called conductors. Why metals are called conductors? Because they are having free electrons, and these free electrons move and electricity is conducted. Non-conductors which do not allow electricity to pass through them, they are non-conductors. All non-metals, they are non-conductors except the graphite. Now what are electrolytes? Electrolytes, they are the chemical compounds which either in the aqueous state or in the molten state allow electric current to pass through them. They are called electrolytes. Chemical compounds which either in the aqueous state or in the molten state allow electric current to pass through them, they are called electrolytes. And ionic compounds and polar covalent compounds, they are the electrolytes. Ionic compounds, they are the compounds of metal and non-metals, all salts are there under it. And polar covalent compounds which develop fractional charges on them, they are the polar covalent compounds, and they are called electrolytes because they allow electric current to pass through them in the aqueous or in the molten state. Why they conduct electricity? They conduct electricity due to the formation of ions like NaCl. This is ionic compound, and when it is dissolved in water, then it will break up into Na positive and Cl negative. As it is forming the ions, electricity is conducted due to the formation of ions. As charges are developed, that is why they can conduct electricity. So this is the introduction. And now what are non-electrolytes? Chemical compounds which neither in the aqueous state nor in the molten state allow electricity to pass through them, they are non-electrolytes. All non-polar covalent compounds are non-electrolytes. Non-polar covalent compounds, they are non-electrolytes. Next are, now what is electrolysis? We did electrolytes, non-electrolytes. Now what is electrolysis? It is the process of decomposition of a chemical compound in its molten or aqueous state that is a decomposition of chemical compound in its molten or aqueous state accompanied by a chemical change by passing electric current. So what is electrolysis? It is the process of decomposition. Decomposition means breaking up of a chemical compound either in the molten or in the aqueous state accompanied by a chemical change by passing electric current. Like I gave you example that KCl, when it is there in the aqueous state and when electricity is passed, it undergoes a chemical change as this will break up into K positive and Cl negative. It formed ions. So this is, that is electrolysis, decomposition of a chemical compound in the aqueous or in the molten state accompanied by a chemical change by passing electric current or electricity. So our next topic is, what is the difference between a conductor and an electrolyte? Conductor, we can say copper wire, because metals, they are good conductors, that is due to the flow of free electrons that flows, and copper wire, that is a conductor. But copper sulfate solution means that the copper sulfate is dissolved in water, that is an electrolyte. Now what is the, both can conduct electricity. What is the difference between these two? In conductor, flow of current consists of single stream of electrons. Only there is flow of electrons from the negative to the positive pole. Flow of electrons is there from the negative pole to the positive pole. Only the single stream of electron flows. And in electrolyte, that consists of two streams of ions, that is positively charged ion and negatively charged ion. Positively charged ion, that is cations, they move towards the cathode, and negatively charged ion, that is anions, they move towards the anode. So there is a double stream of ions, positively charged and negatively charged. Second difference, that metals, they can conduct electricity in the solid and liquid state. They can conduct electricity. Copper wire, whether it is there in the solid state or in the liquid state, they can conduct electricity. And copper sulfate solution, it will conduct electricity in the aqueous, means when it is dissolved in water, or in the molten state. Molten state, that is fused state. Fused state or molten state, that is the same thing, either in the molten state or in the aqueous state. Third one is conduction, that is conductors. When electricity is conducted through copper wire, that is a physical chain. No change is observed. That copper wire will remain copper wire. There is a flow of free electrons. So it is a flow, it is a physical change. But copper sulfate solution, when electricity is conducted through it, this is solution, and this will break up into copper ions and sulfate ions. So when electricity is conducted through copper sulfate solution, it will break up into copper ion and sulfate ion as new ions are formed. So this is a chemical change. So this is the difference between a conductor and an electrolyte. Thank you.